So if you're trying to make six figures in 2025 as a content creator, this video is going to be for you. So if you're new here, my name is India, also known as BME Queen, and I was a biomedical engineer and I left my career to be a full-time creator. And I have gone through the stages of working a full-time job, being a part-time creator, transitioning to a full-time creator, and then now teaching other people how to do it too. So in this video, I'm going to highlight all of the things from the Kajabi study, which looked at what it takes for creators to make six figures online. So first, I would have mentioned the creator that I saw do a deep dive on this article is actually Latasha James. I will link her video in the description so you guys can see it. But in this video, I'm going to talk about all the things that stood out to me about this study. So a Kajabi did a study surveying a bunch of creators and trying to see what allowed them to differentiate themselves from a 5-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure plus creator. And these things are very interesting, but I found them to be very true based on my own experiences. So the first thing that stuck out to me was that the number of income streams. So a 5-figure creator is someone who relies on average 2 income streams, whereas creators that are making between 100 and 150K have 5 income streams, and then creators that are making above 150K have 7 income streams. So you're probably thinking, what are these income streams? How are people making money from this? I actually made a full video that's already on my channel on how to make 5 figures as a creator with less than 10,000 followers. It is 1,000% possible. And in that video, I talk about all the things that I did myself when I was at that stage. However, some of the revenue streams that creators make money from are brand deals, where a brand will pay them to talk about different products that that brand creates that aligns with that creator's content. It could also be digital products, where creators will sell different eBooks or courses to their audience about something they have a very specialized knowledge in. Also affiliate streams, where creators will get a commission based on how many products they sell. Other income streams could be different creator programs such as YouTube Partner Program or the TikTok Creator Fund. Those are some of the main ones that were spoken about in the article. However, it's generally known that a lot of creators' income is based on brand deals. And this isn't true for everyone. And actually what really stuck out to me about this was that of the creators that are making 100K and above, 66% of their income stream is actually with brand deals. So that was actually really surprising to me because I genuinely expected this number to be higher. With the change in economy over the last few years, this has definitely affected creators' income. So I would be really interested to see how this turns out after 2024. However, I did expect it to be above 50%, which is generally expected that creators do make majority of their money from brand deals. I actually have a full video on my channel on how to get brand deals and how brand deals work, so you can check that out as well. Now, the second highest income stream for creators that are making over 6 figures was actually digital products. And I can attest to the digital products is a really great way for you to make income based on your knowledge and your skill set. So I have an ebook that is actually linked in the description where I teach creators how they can get paid to travel. I am a full-time travel creator. That is what I get paid to do. And in the ebook, I teach you about my media kit. I teach you how to organize your own page. I teach you how to pitch yourself to brands. So that is something that I offer, as well as a travel creator course. So anyone who wants to get paid to travel and has no idea where to start, they don't know how any of the platforms work, they don't know how to pick a niche or how to come up with new ideas, I have my own travel creator course that's also linked in the description. You guys can check out. But I was genuinely surprised that other creators are really using digital products as a means of income, or really as their second highest means of an income. I think it's really interesting that a lot of people are not relying on the creator program. So things like monetization program for YouTube or the monetization program for TikTok, because views can come and go. So it's actually really surprising to me that a lot of creators are capitalizing on the digital product space. So in case you were interested in the breakdown on the streams of income, so the highest was brand deals, then digital products and platform payouts, which is those YouTube partner programs or the TikTok Creator Fund. Physical products was number 4, and then number 5 was actually in-person consulting. I thought this was really interesting. It seems as though a lot of people are valuing the in-person consulting more than the virtual consulting. And it makes sense to me in reality because you have to, travel to go see someone. You have to, take time out of your day to do that. Whereas, when it's virtually, you can sit in your own living room and, give a talk or really help your client. But with in-person consulting, a lot of creators are able to charge higher rates. The 5th was online consulting. Now, another Another thing that was highlighted with six-figure creators was their use of AI. So AI has been this conversation that everyone is now talking about because it's becoming more prevalent in our everyday lives. And a lot of people have made the prediction that because of AI, a lot of creators are going to see not only more saturation and also copyright infringement on their own content, but also that there isn't going to be as big of a space or as big of a need for creators. So I personally don't agree with that because I do think that people come to the internet for social media to be social with other humans. I personally know a lot of people that just don't even interact with AI content because, and by this I'm referring to the like cartoons that you see of people where it's like a person talking to a screen. It sounds like a person, it seems like a person, but it's not an actual person.
Hey guys, it's Billy. I just want to introduce myself. I am here to chat whenever you want. Message me for any advice. I am ready to talk.
A lot of people seem to be actually turned off by that content. They don't really want to interact with it. So I personally believe that having a human behind the camera is actually going to do better than having, a fictional character. However, I actually use AI in my own content creation where I will repurpose my content automatically to different platforms. So I talked about that in another video on my channel because it allows me to post consistently and to post on all of my platforms to remain, consistent and active. I don't think having AI in the world is going to be a bad thing. I actually see a lot of other creators using it. And I love that Kajabi highlighted that in the study that a lot of creators that are making the six figures and above are actually using AI to their advantage in these ways. Another thing that really surprised me about the study was that 75% of six-figure creators are homeowners. And I think that is so interesting, especially in this economy of 2024. A lot of people have been emphasizing about how it is nearly impossible for people to buy a house. And content creation has become a means for a lot of women primarily to have financial independence and also financial stability within their own lives. So I have seen stay-at-home moms, build a following and are able to support their children. They're able to have a college fund for their kids. They're able to take their kids on vacations. I've seen other people be able to pay off their student loans, have been able to buy their own houses. So I love to see that it is actually represented in the numbers in this study because a lot of people have really given up on the idea of buying a home for themselves, but this is a means for people to actually make their own income, build their own wealth, and have their own brand, like a long-lasting personal brand where they can, have the financial freedom that they would desire. So like I said, I think content creation is a really great way, especially for women to be able to do it because this is one of the career paths where women are able to create something for themselves and not have to rely on, a partner or parents or, even like a job that they really, really hate. They don't have to rely on those things because they have another means of creating for themselves that is really based around their personality and based on who they are. So I think it's really, really interesting that so many people, so many six-figure creators, it's 3/4 of them are homeowners. And that actually is really inspiring to me because it shows me that also I could do it too in the future. Another really interesting thing about this study was the health insurance rate. So 60% of six-figure creators have health insurance. And I was really impressed by this. This study was based in the US. And as you know, if you do not work for someone, you are responsible for acquiring your own health insurance. Health insurance in the United States is very expensive. So I was really surprised that creators are taking the time to get themselves health insurance, whether it be through a private insurance company or through some type of like public-based program. But it was really cool for me to know that other creators are also have insurance and are valuing that as well because of how the health insurance system really works in the US. And the last fact here, and this was surprising but in a negative way to me, was that 36% of six-figure creators are investing in retirement. I'm really surprised by this because I thought the number would be higher. Really expected other creators to really value retirement over home ownership just with how the economy is right now. So that number did shock me, but I think out of everything that this survey really touched on, really emphasizes the number of income streams that you should have or that you really must have if you want to be a high earning creator. So I went through those income streams earlier before, but aside from just creating the content consistently and, posting your platforms and engaging with your community, it really is having a combination of those different revenue streams so that you're not relying on one more than the other. Again, I was really surprised by the digital products being the second highest means of income for creators. Another thing that this study did touch on near the end was the niches where creators are making the highest incomes. So out of the creators that they surveyed, beauty, fitness, and gaming were their three highest. I thought that was particularly surprising because I expected at least tech to be on the list, or even finance to be high on the list. I think that just depends on who they actually surveyed for this study. But if you are someone that's considering being a creator in 2025, and not only being a creator but breaking that six-figure mark, it's very clear that you need to have multiple streams of income beyond 2 streams to really set you apart from other creators. But I think the other thing that's not really discussed deliberately is how much creators are really charging based on their influence, their following, their engagement. So we don't really know the creator size for this study. So whether they're like nano, macro, micro creators, mega creators, I'm assuming are making more, but not necessarily. But I think that would be really great information to know, like in a future study, if Kajabi did like a part 2. However, from my own experience, I will say that having those multiple revenue streams does allow you to make more income as you start to become a 6-figure plus creator. And also having a team that will advocate for you in a way that is very, very aligned to who you are and to what you want to do with your platform. I don't think that was really highlighted in this study because there's only just so many questions they can ask. But if majority of creators are actually making their income from brand deals, I would assume that they have some type of representation, whether that be, a lawyer or a manager or just someone to negotiate the deals for them so that they have the higher earning deals. I will say within the year of 2024, brand deals have been a little bit more competitive within the influencer space, which most people have said has been an effect of the economy where marketing budgets for brands are just simply lower, which is where I think that having that strong team come into play can really help bolster you when you're negotiating deals with brands and working with brands, in the long term. So if you guys like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.